South Kivu MONUSCO base handed to Dr. Congo authorities. Kamanyola this week became the first MONUSCO base to be handed to Democratic Republic of Congo DRC authorities as the disengagement of the United Nations (UN) mission starts in earnest. The initial phase of exit will see withdrawal of MONUSCO military and police forces from South Kivu with an April deadline. In terms of an agreement between DRC President Felix Tshisekedi's government and the world body, the now almost 14-year-old mission will exit the country by December this year, when its mandate expires. South Africa via Operation Mistral is a top 10 troop contributing country (TCE) to the mission. SA National Defence Force (SANF) personnel and assets in the DRC are an infantry battalion with the MONUSCO Force Intervention Brigade (FIB), a Quick Reaction Force (QRF) and Tactical Intelligence Unit (TU), attached to the FIB and SAE Air Force, SAEAF Composite Helicopter Unit and SAE Military Health Service, AMS including an Area Medical Evacuation Team and T as well as Education Team and Medical Evacuation Team, AMAT. The Kamanyola base will now be managed by the Congolese National Police, Police Nationale Congolaise. This transfer of responsibilities and equipment is one of the first acts of MONUSCO's disengagement from the province of South Kivu. The joint memorandum signed on 21 November 2023 by the DRC government and MONUSCO identifies South Kivu as the first province from which MONUSCO is to withdraw as part of its orderly, responsible and phased withdrawal from the country. A statement issued by the MONUSCO spokesperson and media relations office reads in part. It goes on to quote MONUSCO head Bintou Keita, also Special Representative of Secretary General Antonio Guterres, as saying, "We hope that the handover of Kamanyola, combined with MONUSCO's ongoing construction of the Congolese National Police substation, will serve as a model and inspiration for the rest of MONUSCO disengagement process." Kamanyola was staffed mainly by Pakistani military personnel in its 19 operational years, with Keita thanking them for their dedication and excellent service. Pakistan is the second largest MONUSCO TC behind India. Speaking at the Kamanyola handover, Keita noted the MONUSCO withdrawal from South Kivu was not synonymous with the UN leaving the DC. She termed it a reconfiguration of the UN presence. After MONUSCO's departure, an agency's funds and programs will continue to provide support in accordance with their respective mandates. Responsibility for protection of civilians and security will lie exclusively with the Congolese government. The statement has her saying, as MONUSCO draws down, South Africa, Tanzania and Malawi are establishing the 50-strong Southern African Development Community SADC mission in the DRK, DRC, with South Africa authorizing the deployment of up to 2,900 troops until mid-December. SAMIDEC is off to a rocky start, with 2 South African soldiers killed and 3 injured in an M23 mortar attack this month, while reports from the DRC indicate on 29 February M23 forces attacked Tanzanian vehicles, injuring a Tanzanian soldier and a civilian. Burundi detains dozens of soldiers who refuse deployment in fight against M23 rebels in Congo. Burundian President Evariste Ndayishimiye, in a public broadcast on December 29, acknowledged the presence of Burundian troops in eastern Congo under the terms of a defense pact with Congolese authorities. "If you do not help your neighbor put out the fire when his house is burning, tomorrow, if it is your turn, he will not come to help you," he said. If Burundi is going to help, it is defending itself. Burundian authorities have not revealed how many troops have been deployed to eastern Congo. They also haven't commented on the arrests of soldiers who refuse deployment across the border. Brig Gaspard Baratuza, the Burundian military spokesman, did not respond to requests for comment. According to 2 army officers and multiple prison guards who spoke to the app, the arrests of dissenting soldiers started in December, with more than 200 detained. They include at least 103 in the Rumonge prison in the southwest, 2 prison guards there said. Others were being held in remand centers in Ngozi in the north, Ruyigi in the east, and Bururi in the east, and Bururi in the south, according to prison guards in each of those penal institutions. Some have already been dismissed from the army, but there are also some who have been acquitted. "It is no secret that many soldiers are detained for these acts," he said. The colonel, like others who spoke about the detentions, requested anonymity because of safety concerns. A Burundian army captain told the app he had deserted the military after refusing to be sent to Congo. For a professional soldier to engage in combat, there must at least be the motive for the conflict, he said. He must also measure his strengths and weaknesses and those of the enemy. But in the current situation, we are being asked to go and fight blindly.